In two separate cases, it has been decided that it is fine to discriminate against supporters of President Donald Trump and supporters of the police. In other words, it has been decided by the liberals in power that conservatives are not protected by the First Amendment. In the first case, a New York judge decided that a bar which kicked out a man who was wearing a Make America Great Again hat did not break the law. The judge said that the law does not protect people against discrimination based on politics. It started when Greg Piatek and his friends went to the Happiest Hour in New York in January 2017, and he wore his Make America Great Again hat. Piatek and his friends got their first drinks with no issue, but when they wanted to order again, they were ignored. They eventually got their next round of drinks from an angry bartender, but then, another bartender addressed the hat, allegedly saying, "I can't believe you would support someone so terrible, and you must be as terrible a person." A manager also reportedly said to Piatek, "Anyone who supports Trump, or believes what you believe, is not welcome here. And, you need to leave right now, because we won't serve you." The bar's attorney, Elizabeth Conway, argued in court that politics is not a protected form of discrimination and that the law only applies to religion. Supporting Trump is not a religion, she said, according to Fox News. Piatek's attorney, Paul Liggieri, said that his client wore the hat as a tribute to the victims of the terrorist attacks of September 11. The purpose of the hat is that he wore it because he was visiting the 9/11's memorial, he said. He was paying spiritual tribute to the victims of 9/11's. The Make America Great Again hat was part of his spiritual belief. Rather than remove his hat, instead he held true to his spiritual belief and was forced from the bar. Justice David Cohen was not moved. Plaintiff does not state any faith-based principle to which the hat relates, the judge said. Hear the claim that plaintiff was not served and eventually escorted out of the bar because of his perceived support for President Trump is not outrageous conduct. As for the Happiest Hour, it said this was irrelevant because Piatek is not telling the truth. It said that he was treated fine, and he gave a $36 tip on a $186 bar tab. They further claimed that they believe he sued them as a publicity stunt. In another case in Michigan, a city zoning board ruled that a restaurant could be forced to not show its support for the police. Johnny Brann, the owner of Brann's Steakhouse in Grand Rapids, was told by a letter from the city that he had to remove flags he hung outside of his restaurant to honor fallen police officers and soldiers. Brann told Fox and Friends on Wednesday that he has filed an application to appeal the decision with the City of Grand Rapids Zoning Appeals Board. But even if his application is denied, he said that the flags are staying where they are. The people of the United States got to understand the importance of law enforcement. They protect us. They protect and serve. If you call them, it doesn't matter who you are, what time it is. If your life's threatened, they're coming to help. And they risk their lives every day they walk out to do their job, he said. Law enforcement and our military are vital, he added. So it's not even complicated to me, and the banners and the signs are staying up. The audacity of this judge and this city's zoning board to strip these Americans of their right to free speech is unconscionable. These cases are both matters of the protection of free speech. If you do not have to serve supporters of President Donald Trump and only religion is protected, what stops a bar from not serving customers based on any random bias they decide? If that's their right, then why are Christian bakers forced to bake wedding cakes for gay couples against their religion? And what stops a city from saying that a company cannot have a sign supporting a politician outside of its business? What stops the free speech rights of any group from being destroyed by people in power with a bias? The prospect is terrifying.